Hi, I'm Sidhanth Kafley, and for my final project, I worked on the floating on air, where I evolved a robot to jump or float in air for as long as possible. For deliverable 1, I altered my parallel hill climber to maximize the robot's torso's height in the z direction. This resulted in the robot standing as tall as it can rather than jumping, as you can see in the video, due to perverse instantiation. For deliverable 2, I tried to make the quadruped keep its feet off the ground for as long as it could. To do so, I took the values of all the four lower legs, touch sensor values of all the four lower legs, summed them up and returned the mean. And even after doing so, as you can see in the video, the robot isn't quite fully jumping yet. For my final deliverable, I altered the PHC to look for and maximize the longest contiguous period of time during which all 4 feet of the quadruped were off the ground. And this resulted in jumping or floating in air, as you can see in the video. For A/B testing, I created version B by modifying the mutation rate of my PHC. I mutated 3 randomly selected synapses rather than mutating only one as we had done in version A. You can see the version B on the screen. And I tried to answer the question of which version was better evolved for jumping for the same computational budget. So for my A/B testing, I ran both versions of my PHC for 10 times and recorded the resulting 20 matrices and took the average of those 20 matrices and plotted it out. As you can see in the plot, the thick orange line represents version B, whereas the thin blue line represents version A. You can see from the plot that version B was much better at evolving robots that remained on air for a longer duration of time compared to version A. From my A/B testing, it seems that by mutating more than one synapse, it resulted in a better version of PHC. So if I had one more year to work on this project, I would explore about what would happen if I mutated all the synapses of the quadruped. And I'd also explore the impacts of morphology on evolution of a robot for jumping. And I'd do this by generating a lot of robots with different morphologies like hexapod and other morphologies and perform A/B testing on them and determine what part morphology plays in the evolution of robots for jumping.